Good day now. So now you've been introduced to high performance coaching. Now, what are your next steps? I want to give you three tips to ponder and think about. Okay, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Getting started is always the hardest. For me, being introduced to high performance coaching at the age of 65 was the first time I ever invested in that kind of coaching for myself. Never paid for coaching in my life. Now, as I look back over the last 3 years, 2.5 years, the best thing I ever did because I invested in high performance thinking. I invested in somebody to push, to challenge, to observe, to mentor, to follow a framework that has been proven over 20 years. Yes, 20 years. Brendon Bouchard, who certified me, who I went through 4 separate sessions, 3 high performance coaches. I invested in changing this, creating a high performance mindset of clarity, of energy, of courage, of productivity, and influence. Through that transition, through that discovery, I'm a completely different person. But it took the first step. Was it scary investing in myself? Sure. We value ourselves. We don't think we're worth it. And for a lot of years, I didn't. I always liked personal development. I always read books. I always listened to tapes. But I didn't ultimately make the decision to invest in high performance coaching by a proven, he has the book High Performance Habits. He's been doing it for 20 plus years. He's all over the place. He's one of the top coaches, personal development person in the world. And I had access to him. I first started with Growth Day. I heard him and Ed Mylett. I had been exposed to Brendon Bouchard 12 years ago, maybe, by a friend who invited me to a seminar in San Francisco. I was already in LA. She gave me a ticket to go up and listen to him. I was blown away. I couldn't believe anybody had that kind of talent to transform. But then life got in the way. I lost track of him. I listened, certainly, to Ed Mylett and others, but until he said Growth Day, it didn't register that. What has he been doing? What's he talking about? Growth Day. Personal development daily. I take a shower, a mental shower, every single day. The 5 to Thrive that's part of Growth Day helps me take that mental shower. We all take physical showers. But what if you don't take that mental shower? How toxic, how negative. Our thoughts, between 12,000 and 60,000 thoughts go through our head every day. Most of it's replaying the past. It's patterns of behavior that if we don't start rewiring this thing, we keep replaying the past. Maybe the past, in your case, it wasn't the most positive thing. So you're having to always get better every day. We know the power of growth, but do we know the power of personal growth? Personal growth will change your life, because if you commit to Growth Day and you commit to Brendon Bouchard and another talented person within Growth Day talking to you every single day, and you're asking 2 thought-provoking questions, and you're scoring yourself, that's called the 5 to Thrive. and you're in a community of personal development, of high performance people, your life will change. And I started off with Growth Day. Then I kept getting better and better and better. Then was the time I invested in myself. I invested in a coach first. Then I became a high performance coach. I kept getting better. And I want that for you. I want that journey for you because out of sight, out of mind, you have been through the strategy clarity session. And for whatever reason, you weren't ready to invest in yourself. There's timing in our life. Maybe this is a time to say, I'm going to invest in myself. I am going to invest in a mindset of a high performance. We have so many major things going on. Let me bring it up on the screen. 6 major trends: digital revolution, entrepreneurial revolution, crypto, AI, mobile device revolution, and the personal development revolution. These are happening now. So if we wait, we're going to be part of the crowd that wondered what happened. You want to be part of the crowd to activate you. Activate you. It doesn't matter where you start, it's where you finish. And if you say no and you never start, you'll miss the greatest opportunity of our lifetime. Without a shadow of a doubt. Nothing, you can't question that unless you're not aware. And we have to have that self-awareness for us to grow, to be able to achieve. We always say the magic is in you and anything's possible, but you got to activate it. It doesn't just fall on your head like a piano from the sky. It's you activating the power within you to grow, to change. Because it happened to me. I don't want it for anybody, but a stroke woke me up. My left side leaves me still. I'll be going to PT later. 3 years later, I'm still going 3 to 4 hours a week. Still going to LA Fitness 4 times a week. Still going, pushing, rewiring the brain, trying to get the left side back. But what it did, it gave me 49 days in the hospital and months to self-aware myself, to look and decide. My life was over, almost over, but I got a second chance. And when Anya said to me, it was kind of a wake-up call. Do you know the type of stroke you had? And she was a nurse at Shepherd. The Ukraine war was going on, so she was from Ukraine, so we had lots of conversations before she shared this with me, and she said this: the type of stroke you had, most don't survive. And if they do, they're a lot worse. And I'm going, a lot worse than what? Not having a left side? Being totally dependent on learning how to eat, learning how to walk, learning how to go to the bathroom, learning how to take a shower, learning how to do everything over. Worse than that? Yep, worse than that. But I was alive. And when you think that your day is over, you might be thinking, did I live? Did I matter? Did I make a difference? We're only here a short period of time. And if we don't recognize that moment, doesn't have to be a stroke, it could be this moment today where you say, I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to live. And you look at the environment that's in our world right now. We're at everybody's throats. It's crazy. Personal development is needed. Grow. You don't have to yell and scream at people like it's crazy. But it's people that haven't worked on this, that don't have the self-awareness, that aren't growing, that aren't getting better every day. Because if you are, you become kinder. You become more impactful. You become more alive. And if you want that, it's a decision away for you to say, yes, I want to start today. Today. Now, you can go to petekane.me/start, and there's options for you. There's options to start. It doesn't matter where you start. Now, if you want more one-on-one, you can have it weekly, twice a month, or once a month. We have group. We have many options for you to invest in you. Let me give the second one. Making personal development a daily thing. We take a shower, we take a bath to clean our physical body, but we neglect this. We neglect personal development. It's a daily thing. Just like if you go a month without taking a shower, you're going to be stinky. People aren't going to want to be around you. Same things happens with this. You get negative, you get toxic, you get snappy, you yell and scream at people because you haven't worked on this. Personal development is a daily thing. If we grow, the opportunities are endless. But if we stop growing, what happens? We know. Fruit falls off the apple. Apple falls off the tree. When it starts growing, it either somebody eats it or it gets rotten and it's gone. Same here. You got to keep feeding this. Okay, this is a little longer than I wanted. Now, the third thing is that self-awareness journaling. I've been journaling for 3 years. I journaled a lot before, but it was when I was in dark spots and I heard, you got to have a gratification journal. You got to show people that you're grateful. Nothing wrong with that. But you got to journal, get it right. Get this clear. You get clear by journaling. And it's a habit that doesn't cost you a penny, but it's a mindset shift. I journal every single day. Thank you, Alo, for providing me this journal. I date it and I write and I write. What did I learn from the day before? And what am I excited about today? What ideas do I have to flush out by writing it out? So those three things is invest in your journey. Doesn't matter where you start. It's where you end up. 2, make it a daily thing. Commit to personal development daily. And you can do that because if you're in business, it's all about generating leads, creating cash flow, and building thriving communities. There's no such thing as a solo entrepreneur. That's a false note. You throw that away. It's team. It's community. And you got to create that cash flow because you only have a hobby if you don't have cash flow. And you got to figure out a strategy to generate leads. Now, we believe in this. People buy from people. They don't buy from companies. People. So when you look at people, you want to be the person you're promoting. Shine out. You're not shining on yourself. You're shining out whatever you're doing. People emotionally connect to people. We do key person of influence. So we do the 7-11-4, 7 hours, 11 buying signals, and 4 different platforms. You got to put yourself out there. We're in the digital revolution. Digital is online. This is available around the world. And if you're thinking global, you can act local, but think global. You got to create your digital profile. You got to be able to create the content for people to get to know you, like you, and trust you. And that is in the 5 Ps in this book, Key Person of Influence by Daniel Priestley. Learn your pitch. An entrepreneur, it's the thousands of pitches. Because if you aren't pitching people, you're not an influencer. Digital profile, you got to have one because when I meet you, I'm going to Google you. I'm going to look you up online. You got to have products, digital products. Then your presentation. We do live events. We do virtual events, 5 minutes, 3 points. We want to teach you to present. Then last, we put you in a 12-week transformation where you can create partnerships, work as a team. You select those people. You select them. We have a key person of influence course that we give our people that invest in yourself for one-on-one. We want you to be successful. We want you to form those partnerships. We want you to go on a journey, transform your thinking, your mindset. The choice is yours. The journey can start today. Now, go to PeteKane.me/growth day. That's the personal development. Try it for 7 days. Or you can go to start and you can pick your choice. Maybe you said, I'm not ready, but you didn't understand the environment we're in. Because if you go on a 12-week transformation with us, each week, each session, we're covering a specific topic, framework by Brendon Burchard, who's the best in the world. So we're talking about your vocal points. We're talking about your goals. Then we go to clarity. Then we go to energy. Then we go to courage. Then we go to productivity. Then we go to influence. Then we go to the 7th one is our mastery, psychology, physiology, productivity mastery, persuasion mastery, purpose mastery, and then a commitment for a lifetime of high performance thinking mindset. When your life is over, which none of us get out of this life alive, none of us. We're only here a short period of time. Live openly. Make a difference and have fun. Life's too short to not have fun. You can with a high performance mindset. I hope to have you along with us. Join now. Start your journey now. The 1,000-mile journey starts with that first step. Hope to have you on the journey. Hope to be coaching you through an absolutely crazy year. This year is going to be wild, and we have to learn how to adapt to massive change. I'm Pete Kane, high performance coach, podcaster, publisher, and your person to help you become the best you could be.